You're listening to Southern Miss Today. I am Beck O'Neill. It is 12:34 p.m. exactly on September 30th, 2014. Earlier in our show, we spoke with Nikki Johnson about Essential Oils 101 and Laura Hackala and Paige Gray about the Hattiesburg Teen Book Club. All of their contact information will be on our Facebook page. Just search Southern Miss Today and you will find it there. Right now, we are going to roll out of the hour with John Warrick, who is here to talk about The Liar and the upcoming USM theater season. Hi, John.
Hey, how are you today?
Good. How are you? I'm
Good.
sorry if I sneeze in just a second. I would like to apologize in advance because my nose just got really itchy.
It's good to be here anyway.
Thank you for that. Can you tell us a little bit about The Liar?
Well, The Liars are our first show of this upcoming season, and it's pretty straightforward in terms of what it's about. It is about a character who really cannot tell the truth. It's a character who lies, and it's a really charismatic character. We know these kinds of people from our own lives. There's certain charming qualities about liars. For this character, the liar is a big flirt. He spins and develops all kinds of complications. And I guess the play ultimately has something to do with kind of human nature, so that some of us might know that, you tell one lie and then you have to deal with two other situations that you have to tell lies about, and then that kind of doubles into four lies. That's kind of the nature of this show. It's a lot of ridiculous storytelling, a lot of physical humor, misunderstanding, and plot twists following this one character who just cannot, like the rest of us, tell the truth.
Well, I can tell the truth. Thank you very much. I like that you were like, oh, it's charming that he lies all the time. And I'm like, what? How have they put any rehearsals on yet that you've gotten to see?
Yeah, the rehearsals are going really well. Actually, we're in our process for, we're in the middle of technical rehearsals, which means that we're putting the actors on stage. We're integrating all of the design units. The stage is gorgeous. And actually, I should point out that our costume designer for this show, it's a professor here. His name is Muriel Horton. And while this is a really old play, it's also been recently adapted. And he was nominated for a Helen Hayes Award for his costume design in 2001 at the Shakespeare Company in Washington, D.C. And we've got him designing it again. So it is, there's no other way to say it. It's gorgeous to look at.
Yeah. I think I have a friend who works for the Shakespeare Company in D.C.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
Well, they might know. This friend might know somebody in common.
Probably. I'm sure they do. He went to Southern. So,
Yeah, there you go.
We'll talk about it later. How are the actors doing? Are you excited?
Yeah, we have long-standing kinds of we have students who have been here a long time. They know the routines. They are really fantastic at improvisation. They can take what other actors give them and play with it, and they can also respond improvisationally to how it is that audiences kind of laugh or don't laugh at certain jokes. So they're doing an awesome job, as always.
I feel like you might have some of the actors listening right now, the way you said "as always."
No, actually, because I'm a teacher in the department also, they're not used to me saying nice things about them directly.
Oh.
I'm usually talking to them about the things that they have to do.
That's lovely, though, because this is on air in, like, the whole Hattiesburg area. That's adorable. So how did The Liar get chosen? How do you do that, the process of choosing plays?
Well, it's actually kind of, it's simple and complicated. So we have two things that we have to accomplish with our plays. One is we have to educate our students, and we like to think that we educate the greater USM community by bringing students in to see our plays. Secondly, we have to entertain our Hattiesburg audiences, which may or may not be otherwise tied to USM. So we look for variety. Our students have to be able to work with different shows and the stylistic demands of different kinds of shows. So this is our kind of classical comedy for the semester. And at the same time, we know that people around town, they're really drawn to what we do in terms of comedy. I mean, they come in to see those students improvise because it's, it's fun.
Yeah, definitely. Where can people purchase tickets? Purchase tickets.
Well, you can always stop by the Department of Theater to the box office that we have in that building and purchase tickets an hour or so before the show. But we sell all of our tickets through southernmisstickets.com. And if you'd rather make a telephone call, the telephone number is 800-844-8425.
Okay. I was kind of digging around online earlier to prep for my show mostly, but I noticed there was a pre-show talk before. this play?
Yeah, actually, it's something that we've expanded. It's gone so well. We have pre-show lectures. They're arranged by a professor in the English department. His name is Louis Iglesias, and they're kind of informal talks, but also kind of informed. So one of the famous things about this play is that it's a French classical comedy, and it's also been kind of updated by a guy named David Hare. So we're going to bring in Chris Miles, who's the chair of the foreign languages, and he's going to talk about what he knows about the play, about any of the context about the playwright, the plot structure, or translation that might actually add something interesting or unusual to the experience of any audience member.
Cool. Do you have performance dates for the rest of the show?
I do. It's going to open on Thursday. So it opens on Thursday at 7:30 p.m. and it will run Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's 2nd, 3rd, 4th. And then it'll reopen again next Thursday, October the 9th, and it'll run that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we'll close with a matinee on October the 12th at 2 p.m.
Fantastic. So that's just The Liar is the beginning of the season, correct?
It is.
And you have more plays coming up?
We have a set of really wonderful plays. So I can tell you that one of the things that we're really looking forward to is a children's show called The Wind in the Willows, which is based on really a classic early 20th century book. We're going to be going into local schools to hopefully cast a chorus of field mice who will sing.
That's adorable.
And so on the kind of the opposite spectrum, something that is really only appropriate for kind of adult audiences, and follow up to last year's really big hit, Rent, we're going to do a musical called Spring Awakening. It's a very provocative piece. The music is great. It's one of the best musicals that's been released over the last several years. It's very popular, and we hope it will sell like Rent also.
Fantastic. Do you have any contact information you'd like to give us or give us again?
Yeah, I'm happy to. All of our tickets are available at southernmisstickets.com, and the telephone number is 800-844-8425. And in general, if any of the listeners are interested in just following what we're doing, we have a Facebook page. It's Southern Miss Theater, all one word, Southern Miss Theater. And there you'll see some of the kind of background processes too. We do take pictures and show from sets being built and rehearsals being undertaken.
Cool. All of your contact information will be on our Facebook page. Just search Southern Miss Today and you will find it there. I'm going to ask this question. So we're doing local music right now? Okay, just making sure. It just changed up on me right there. Sorry about that. Thank you again for coming in today.
It's always a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure. We talked about Facebook. Tomorrow's Wednesday, correct? It'll be October 1st, Wednesday, so we will have another edition of Southern Miss Today tomorrow with the lovely Anna Francis. If you would like any information about our show or anything else that's happening at Southern Miss Radio, go to our website, southernmissradio.com. You can also send in requests for Southern Miss Radio Jukebox, which will be coming up at the end of the hour. Southern Miss Radio Jukebox is request time here on Southern Miss Radio. And if you'd like to send in a request for that, go to southernmissradio.com. Click the link at the top right that says Request a Song. Search for your song. Add it to the other requests, and it will get played in the last 15 or so minutes of the hour. Keep calm, carry on, turn the music up, and sing along. This is Dent May playing endlessly here on Southern Miss Radio.